Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel for the very first time. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my monthly must-haves and have-nots for the month of May 2017. This is where I share with you guys all the makeup, skincare, life, who knows, products that I've been absolutely loving for the month, or items that totally have been duds and did not work for me this month. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I have some hair care, makeup, some Netflix picks, and all kinds of good stuff. So the first thing are two new items from CoverGirl, and this was the new Vitalist foundation and then the new Total Tease mascara. And both of these, unfortunately for me, are have-nots. So I was going to originally do a full-on review on this, and I just got sidetracked and didn't get around to it, and there's like a million reviews out there, and I just was not a huge fan of it. So I guess I was kind of not motivated to make a video, but I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts before I return this and let you guys know what worked and what didn't work about it. And that's why I figured I would put it in this monthly must-haves and have-nots. So this is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation with vitamins and broad spectrum SPF 20. So this has a medium coverage. I think it might claim lightweight full coverage on the back and online. I don't think this is full coverage whatsoever. I've got some acne scarring going on and it was not covering that up. I still had some redness peeking through. I think this is just a solid medium coverage foundation. I do agree that it is lightweight. However, the biggest problem with it is that it oxidizes so badly. Like, to begin with, this is shade 705, which, if you can tell, that is definitely not a super duper light shade. So for me, the shade doesn't even work to begin with. I have to use a mixer, which we'll get into a second, but I have to use a white mixer. I use my NYX one to make it work with my skin tone, and it still oxidizes. Like, it oxidizes so bad. And I don't know if it's the lighter shades or if it's all of the shades or what, but definitely shade 705 for sure oxidizes, and I have seen a couple other reviews of people saying the same thing. So like I said, I have to use a white mixer in it to get it to even match my skin tone, and this is the lightest shade. And so I don't like doing that because it's already a drugstore price foundation. I don't want to have to go buy another product to make this product work. It's one thing if I were to buy a shade in the summertime because it's a summertime release and I'm a darker shade, but I don't want to go buy another one later on in the year. I use a white mixer and make it work. That's one thing, but I don't believe in having to buy another product, a mixer, to make the shade work for me to begin with. I don't like having to do that. So because of that, you're adding cost to the drugstore price already. Plus, I already have drugstore foundations that I absolutely love that are very similar into the consistency and to the wear time and to the formula and all that, that I don't have to do that with. And so the alternatives to this foundation that are very similar are the L'Oreal Pro Glow and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundations. All of these have medium coverage, kind of a natural to dewy finish, wear well throughout the day, and just look really healthy and beautiful on the skin. I think that's exactly what this foundation is. It's just, unfortunately, the shades are totally crazy and they oxidize. I don't have that problem with either the Pro Glow or the Wet n Wild ones. So if you have the same issue with this, but you want something very similar, definitely check out those other two foundations. That's the ones in my head I was comparing it to. Definitely gonna stick with those because I don't have to start mixing in anything to make the shade work for me. But if you can find a shade that works for you, whether it matches you perfectly or you compensate for the fact that it will oxidize, I think you will like this foundation. But don't fret, if you can't find something that works for you, just go get one of the other two foundations and it's essentially the same thing. But based on the color and all that, this is a total must-have for me. So next we have the CoverGirl Total Tease Mascara, and this is an interesting mascara. If you can see, there's like a little tiny comb at the very bottom and the rest of it is kind of like a normal applicator, but this is just such a funky mascara wand to use. I have to find the right edge to go through my lashes, but then the little side is meant for like the inner corners or like the stubborn eyelashes you have on the end, and I find that it's just kind of pokey and it actually kind of hurts and it's just like difficult to use. It's not the most user-friendly mascara. I think this one is supposed to be more of a lengthening and kind of combing out and spreading out your lashes, which I do like to do typically as my first layer of mascara anyways. But definitely I love my CoverGirl Supersizer Mascara or my Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Angel way better than this. They are much easier to use. They don't hurt when I use them. I don't accidentally poke my eye, so those are definitely better. So next, I have another foundation that was actually a must-have for the month. This is the new, or at least it was new a couple weeks ago when I bought it off the new section of Ulta. The Catrice HD Liquid Coverage lasts up to 24 hours, mattifying and second skin effect foundation. I love this. This is everything that it says it's going to be. It is full coverage. It's mattifying on the skin, but yeah, it's not going to make your skin look extra dry or powdery. It is like second skin. It literally doesn't feel like anything at all, especially for being full coverage. It lasts all day and it's just so wonderful. I love this. This was like my favorite product all month long, hands down. The only bad side is there's only 4 shades. Yeah, you heard that right. 4 shades. Like, what the heck, Catrice? And like, the shades are bizarre. This shade is a tad when I'm really fair, too light. I did get some sun over the past week, Memorial Day weekend, so this actually matches me now, but if you're normally my skin color or lighter, it is going to be a little too dark for you. It's a little bit too beigey yellow toned, but it works for me now and I love it. But definitely the darkest shade, it looks like it's only a medium tone. It's super bizarre. I'm like, hello, where's your tan and deep skin tones? Like, where's your really fair? Where's like everything in between? How do you only have 4 shades? It's totally bizarre. But if you can match yourself, this is absolutely amazing. If you like full coverage and if you like a mattifying effect, then you're going to love this. This is a really great drugstore option. But hopefully Catrice comes out with more, because 4 shades in a collection, not acceptable. So for me, this was a must-have for the month though, because for the most part, it does match me and I love everything about it and it lives up to all of its claims. So love this. Next is a palette that I have been falling back in love with. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. And this came out maybe around the fall or holidays last year. I love this. This has the perfect like mauve-y, pink, light brown, just mauve colors. And I love it. I love the mauves in here, the gray tones, the lighter cool tone browns. I just love everything about this palette. It smells good, feels good. This is back in the day when Too Faced was still really, really good and not starting to get inconsistent. So I love this palette. Love, love, love it, and have been using it non-stop. A hair product that I have been loving for all you blonde ladies out there, or I guess icy blondes, I should say. This is the Christophe Robin Shade Variation Care Nutritive Mask with Temporary Hair Coloring, and I have the shade Blonde Pure Baby Blonde. So this is a really, really purple hair mask. Let me show you guys what it looks like, if I can get the top off. Here is what it looks like. I mean, that is an intense purple shade, which is exactly what you want when you're toning really blonde hair. I have not used it in like the last month. I'm actually, as I'm filming this, going to a hair appointment after this to redo my highlights and all that because of my haircut. So I just haven't used the mask in the last month because I knew I was going to go to the salon, and I was like, well, I don't need a waste product because this is expensive. It's like $50 something. But I discovered the first couple times I was using it, a little really goes a long way. And if you like those cool ashy tones, really, really platinum-y blonde tones and want to help preserve that and keep it longer, this really helped. It had really great reviews on Sephora, so I gave it a try. This was the first time a shampoo or a mask where it actually says, don't leave it on for longer than this amount of time or it can turn purple or silver. It actually turned my hair a little bit purple and silver. I've never had that happen. Even though they have all those warnings on all the bottles, on all the shampoos, and all the masks I've tried, still never did that to my hair. This was the first one where I saw true, real toning results, and I actually have to listen to the bottle now and like leave it on for a certain amount of time. But on top of the blonde toning effects to it, it also really hydrates your hair and makes it feel soft and silky again because, you know, any kind of treatment you put on your hair can be damaging. So I felt like this really helps to restore it. So I really, really like this, and this is like my new favorite like blonde hair treatment product. So next, I have some shoes, and they are a little bit muddy from a baseball game we went to, but these are a pair of Sperry's that I got from TJ Maxx or Marshall's, I don't remember which one, but I love these. Like, how cute are these Sperry's? I like that they're a little bit like Converse, but yet they're a little bit like Keds, but they're a little bit like Sperry's with the knots. Like, they're just so cute. They have gray, they have white leather, and then they had this navy color, and I ended up getting navy because, well, they had my size in it, and the gray was half size too big, and I thought navy would go with a lot of things as well as not get dirty, but the gray ones are super cute as well. But you can find these at Nordstrom Rack, you can find them at regular Nordstrom, you can also find them at DSW, and then TJ Maxx and HomeGoods. But TJ Maxx and HomeGoods had the best price. They were $34.99, I believe, and everywhere else was $49.99 or above. I think DSW was the most expensive, but I know people have rewards and all that kind of stuff, but These were actually really comfortable inside. I wore these all day, and they are flat-footed, so usually shoes like that can be uncomfortable. These were actually really comfortable, cute. They stay on with socks, and so I really loved these this month, and they're gonna be like my go-to like summer shoe when you're wearing like a cute but casual outfit. Totally loving these Sperry's. So last, I have a couple shows on Netflix that I thought I would share with you guys. One is a must-have and one is a have-not. So the have-not was actually Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I was so surprised. The season 3 came out and I was kind of really disappointed. They kind of jumped the shark and I was like, where's all this singing coming from? This is like way too much singing, not a lot of laughter, wasn't that funny. Most of the show seemed like it was a lot about Titus kind of, and obviously like that's fine, Titus is hilarious, but I didn't even find him that funny. Like, I don't know. The season 3 was definitely the weakest one out of all of them. If you've never seen Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, you should. Season 1 is amazing. It's hysterical. Like, oh, I love her. I can't think of the actress comedian's name. She is so funny. I think she's the redhead from Bridesmaids 2, I think. But she's hysterical in that show. I love season 1. Season 2 was okay. I still liked it. I was still excited for season 3. And season 3 was a total dud in my book. I was like, what? Totally not as good as season 1. So that was my disappointment on Netflix for the month. My must-have for the last month or two has been Grey's Anatomy. I know, you guys, I know. I am like 15 years behind. I know. My mom has watched every season since it began, and I just never got on board. I don't know why. I loved ER growing up, but I never got on board till I was like, all right, I need a new show. Everyone loves Grey's Anatomy. I'll jump on the bandwagon and see what it's about. And everyone is totally right. It is amazing. I loved it. So I watched all 12 seasons, I think, in a month and a half. I don't know if that's crazy or not. That seems like a lot. Because there's like 20-something episodes every season, and it only took me a month and a half. So I don't know if it's crazy or not, but I did finish season 12. Unfortunately, I do have to wait till, I think, the middle of June for season 13 to be on Netflix because my DVR was broken most of May and all that when it was going on. And then apparently on ABC, you can only watch the last 3 episodes. So, who knows, but I will be catching up on season 13 in June, and I love it. Oh, Grey's Anatomy is so good. So good. I'm totally on that bandwagon, you guys. So those are all my have-nots and must-haves for the month of May 2017. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know what was your favorite product, life item, clothing item, hair item. I would just love to know what your favorite products were for the month of May 2017. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!